The 2020 Mercedes-Benz CLA 220 AMG line, driven. Mercedes has really improved the CLA sedan in its second generation. It looks better, it's considerably more comfortable, and it packs even more tech than before too. It's not quite perfect, but given how sleek and fancy it looks, you won't have troubles forgiving the few flaws that it does have. You'll definitely notice the all-new interior, which is basically the same as in all current compact Mercedes models. It's such a big improvement over the so-so interior of its predecessor, and higher-spec examples now feel properly posh inside. This was never the case with the first-generation CLA, whose interior was lackluster by Mercedes standards, whichever way you spec'd it. However, while the exterior and interior pack quite a visual punch, what's happened under the CLA's skin is equally significant. Whereas the previous model had a jarring ride and may have felt overly sharp to some drivers, this new CLA has a softer, slightly more relaxed edge to it. It still feels sporty, but it doesn't punish you for it like the old car did. My tester was a 2019 Mercedes-Benz CLA 220 with the AMG line pack, and it felt really special to be in. Sure, maybe the €15,000 worth of extras it had on it helped seal the deal, but I was able to channel them out and focus on the core experience, and it was still good, still compelling, and overall a solid car, even while ignoring the bells and whistles. Exterior. The only visual link between the 2019 CLA sedan and the car it replaces is the vague shape of the roof and the tapering rear. It looks totally different in person. It appears to be much wider, more squat and planted. Its flanks are wide and voluptuous, and from some angles it really looks like a sports car. I don't think there's another three-box car that looks quite like it, aside from the larger CLS it was inspired by, obviously. It's the front that really draws your eye. Mercedes has widened the car's track over the mechanically similar A-Class sedan, and it has also designed the CLA to appear flatter and lower to the ground. Compared to the car it replaces, the new CLA is around 50 mm (1.9 inches) wider. This has to be one of the single most aggressive Mercedes front ends on any of their current production cars. My tester was undoubtedly helped by the AMG line front bumper, but even the base car has the huge protruding grille, and a fairly aggressive standard bumper, as well as the creases running up its hood. The shape of the headlights is also an aggressive one, and if you get it with the optional multi-beam LED lights, then it really looks like it means business. Be warned, though, that base models do still come with old-fashioned halogen headlights, so you might want to spec up to the first set of optional headlights, the LED units without the multi-beam function, in order for the car to gain the mean look I was talking about. Mercedes wanted clear differentiation between the A-Class sedan and the CLA, so even though the two cars share a platform, the latter is some 150 mm (5.9 inches) longer. That means the CLA is roughly the same length as a C-Class, but keep in mind the CLA has exactly the same wheelbase of 2,729 mm (107.5 inches) as the A-Class sedan, so it's all overhang. You don't really notice it too much, though, and the new CLA's extended front and rear overhangs wouldn't be the first thing you noticed when looking at the car from the side. Usually, cars with long overhangs have some funkiness to their proportions, yet the CLA's design flows together rather nicely.
To read the full article, check the link in the description. If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.